Well, hello, everyone. And I'm very excited to announce that this is the very first episode of People Talks. And I look forward to having a nice conversation with Nicolli Szepilovski, who is the founder of DCOM. And she's going to tell us all about her marketing firm in a few minutes. And I'll let her do the talking. And welcome, Nicolli, to the show. I appreciate your sharing your story with us. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm going to introduce. Yes, Nicole. Tell us a little bit about. Let's start with you, Nicole. Tell us a little bit about you. Who is Nicolli Szepilovski?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Carlos. Hi, everyone. First of all, it's super nice to be here. I'm super excited. This is the first time I'm podcasting. And as I told you before, I'm from Brazil and I'm started in English. So I apologize, guys, about my bad English. And
No
of
need
course,
to apologize.
I'm going to make it as clear as possible for sure. But yeah, I'm Nicole. I am 29 years old. I am a young entrepreneur. I started my own business when I was 24. Um, I'm graduated in marketing here in Brazil, in São Paulo, to be more specific. And then after that, I worked in two big agencies, marketing agencies here in Brazil, JWT. And then after that, AMAP BBDO, that I had like a lot of skills over there, learned so much. But then in 2020, I quit to start my own business in digital marketing. And now I have my own business. I have a digital marketing agency. That it's sort of I like to call that as a boutique marketing agency because we like to have this boutique stuff in our DNA. You know, like it's a small team, but we can serve and our clients with more quality and faster than usual. Because I know that this is what digital marketing asks us. So I think for now, for this is a little bit of my background. You know, this is what I do. Um,
Great. That's great. Thank you, Nicole. All right, now tell us a little bit about DCOM. What is your value proposition? What do you guys solve? Tell us a little bit about the aha moment in which you built DCOM.
yeah, of course. Well, I have this when I was like in working in those big agencies that I told about. I was a little bit like frustrated with some kind of creating content because I had this feeling that sometimes marketers create content for marketers, not for people.
Hmm. Right.
And today we know that we are living the era of getting identified, building connections through content. You know, like um, when I was working in these big agencies, I was frustrated because I felt that our content was not like connecting in digital specifically, you know. And I would like to have like more experience to deliver these experiences, this connection experience in a faster way, you know. Um, so this when I started Decom, my purpose of my DNA, it's like to deliver content, smart content, not only like content, usual content, you know, like shallow content,
Hmm.
but smart content
Right.
to people that identify themselves with the brand. You know, you need to be a little bit more assertive. When I say smart content, it's like you need to be assertive. You need to create this bound, this connection when you deliver content. It's not something shallow or something that it's hard to understand because sometimes for us that are involved in the project, we know what we want to meant with that campaign or their advertisement, but we need to be sure that people that are receiving that content, they they are understanding it, they are getting identified, or they identified because the product or the brand will solve a necessity of them. We need to make sure that somehow they won't skip it, because we are living in the society that people are like skipping. We can skip, we have this power of skip. So our main objective here is to create content, create advertisement that people want to stay, they want to watch more. This is the main challenge here in advertisement. Of course, I had this background that I learned so much. I mean, in these other experiences that I work for, but in Decon, I could create this own DNA that is made for deliver smart content in a faster way to the right target, and with the right objectives.
Perfect. Thank you, Nicolli, for sharing that such uh, background at length about why you're here, right? So, Nicolli, I want to jump into the topic, and because you mentioned some key elements here, you mentioned, you mentioned a few minutes ago that a lot of the marketing content out there is targeted at marketers and not at people, right? People meaning the audience, people meaning anyone who's human, who's a living, breathing human being, right?
Yeah.
So let's jump into the topic, because the topic that we agreed on for today is empathy driven marketing. To me, when I hear the word empathy, I think about precisely what you mentioned, which is the humans, the people, right? So everyone out there, the consumers, the marketers, everyone, before being consumers or marketers, we're all people. So let's focus on that part of building empathy in marketing. I think it's an exciting topic. So we're going to be talking about the importance of empathy in creating meaningful and authentic marketing strategies. So let's start there, Nicolli. Let me ask you something. Why do you think this topic, empathy driven marketing, is relevant in today's day and age of so much technology, reach out, AI? So, why is this relevant? Why is it important? Let's start there, please.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to emphasize that I'm truly not against technology. I think technology is amazing. I think nowadays, especially here in Brazil, I'm telling a little bit more about Brazil because I'm from here, and
Mhm.
I can tell about the culture a little bit. But I think here we are used to see technology as like the bad guy of the movie. And I
Mhm.
think that for marketing, it's not. I mean, it can be like really good for us if you know how to use it. If you know how to use the platform, it can be really good because it can help you to do the executional part. It can help you with datas and dashboards and all of it. It can help you to drive your company, drive your business. In fact, technology is like amazing for us, and I think that AI and technology and human being is like the perfect match, because I can have like something um, automatic here that can help in the executional part, and human beings can bring like the brain of the strategy, can like
Mhm.
the driver and give all this emotional thoughts and way of see things. um let me let me give you one example. If I do the if I ask to chat GPT, for example, I have like a client that is from skincare here in DCOM, and if I ask for chat GPT to give me 10 ideas of skincare content, chat GPT will bring me will it will it will give me 10 ideas, but
Mhm.
superficial ideas. It's not like they will give me like superficial ideas that any other skincare brand can do it. But if I
Mhm.
ask ChatGPT, if I say to ChatGPT like the what is the objective of the brand, their main target, the DNA of the brand, what is the purpose, the visual ID. If I get the details, if I share with the machine all the details of the brand, ChatGPT will deliver me content that is more assertive to my brand, and it's assertive to what I need. You know,
Mhm.
so technology, it's a helper if you know how to use it. But of course, you still need the emotional side. You need to give this the coordinates. You know, you need to know your target. For example, you need to. I always say that sometimes we create some things and we need to watch what we create, because if we have this thing like, oh, I'm not having fun here, I want to skip, it's because somebody else or maybe your target will feel the same way. So you need
Mhm.
to want to consume the content that you produce, because if you don't, probably your customer won't as well. So I think that this empathy that we are talking about, it's because to work with marketing, you want to know human beings. You want to have this curiosity, this
Mhm.
thing that you want to know people, to know the details, to know the behavior, to know what they like to watch, what they like to do, to know why people are I don't know, driving your product to go viral in TikTok or Instagram. If you put
Mhm.
like the hashtag of a brand, random brand, in TikTok, you have a lot of people showing a product or having like, I don't know, some tutorial with a product. It depends on the category, but you will learn a lot from it. I mean, social media nowadays, it's also a way to get insight, you know, of your
Mhm.
target. And I think that human beings need to be aware of it. This is what is important. You need to know, like, what 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 can be this insights that connect your brand to human beings, you know. And this is so emotional. I don't know if one day technology will achieve this, in
Uh-huh.
the sense of like getting the
Right.
emotional stuff. I think it's a little bit more rational, you know. But
Uh-huh.
this is the main for me. This is what is about, you know. The human being needs to want to learn with people, with other people, to collect insights, to use it in favor of your brand or your business, you know.
Right, Nicole, let me ask you something. I think you're mentioning some key elements here. You mentioned that you need, okay, you're in the marketing space, right? So you're leading a marketing firm, and then you're producing content, you're producing strategies, but you also need to have the people, right, the audience in mind, so that you can build empathy, right? So number one, how do we do this? I mean, how do you think we can uh, become empathic towards the consumers, towards the people that either consume content or just participate, engage with in some way with your marketing campaigns? How can we become or practice empathy? Like, what can you mention, like a specific example of how we can practice empathy when launching our content or launching a marketing campaign, or before launching a marketing campaign? How do we do that?
Yeah, I think for me that's, you sometimes you need to get out of the status quo, you know, because when you are working in a company, big company or medium company, maybe your daily routine gets a little bit like traditional, you know. You get used to
Hmm.
that. You wake up, you go to the gym, and then you go to
Hmm.
work. You deliver all the tasks that you have to deliver that day, and then you go
Hmm.
home again and have dinner and go to sleep, and then you start over all over on the other day. And I think
Hmm.
people can be in this status quo, this comfort zone for like years. This is something that I learned when I started my own business, because I was used to being the status quo, you know, it's another atmosphere, I guess. And when I started my own business, my mind was like, I got so open minded because I started
Hmm.
to experience new things. And when I say like experience new thing, it's like using social media in another way, is starting to know what people were commenting, making comments. What was this comments that they were making in brands? I mean, this is so important. Twitter is so important. Like this profiles that I don't know if you guys have here in Brazil, we have this culture of memes. You know, there's like
Hmm.
some kind of fun content. This is
Yeah, we call them like memes, right?
memes. Yeah, yeah.
Memes in English, yes.
Um, it's it's purely insights for human being behavior. You know, because people identify so much, so you need to be like aware what's happening outside your daily routine. And when I talk
Hmm.
that, of course I'm telling about the digital stuff. Yes, you need to follow what is trendy, you need to follow what is what people is talking in social media, you need to follow the trending topics of Twitter. Yeah, you need to be aware of it. But it's a little bit more. You need to like travel. I mean, you need to
Right.
visit another places. This is something that makes your mind blows, you know, because when you are, for example, when you are in another country and you experience something else, like for example, I love to go to the supermarket when I'm in US or Europe,
Hmm.
because for me, we in supermarket there they have a lot of like thousand products that is so different from Brazil, and my mind
Hmm.
like blows because there is a lot of brands, a lot of different products, a lot of different categories. So traveling, it's some kind of way that you like go out of your comfort zone, go
Hmm. And get to
travel,
know the
have
people, like,
yeah, like it's another culture. It's
right,
I have this habit that I love to travel alone because it
right.
leaves me out of my comfort zone. I know people, and these people that I know, they give me insight sometimes, you know, because the behavior inside is something that you experience. It's right next to you, is in conversations that you have in bars, for example. It can be
Hmm.
like it's something that your friend told you on the other day,
Yeah.
or it can be like in the content that you saw last week in Instagram. So
Hmm.
I think that we sometimes we get so stuck in this Fordism stuff, you know, like
Hmm.
delivering all the same, doing all the same, that sometimes we forget like to to think outside the box, you know. You
Right,
gotta
right.
do something that is different. I mean, today I accepted like, okay, you invited me to be here, and I said yes. I am super excited. It's the first time I do something. So when was
Yeah,
the last time you did something for the first time? You gotta
yeah.
exercise to do things for the first time, so you can have like it will give you like new experiences, and new experiences will give you creativity to create authentical stuff, authentical content in marketing, you know.
Right. Well, here's let me ask you something. You mentioned that to try new different things, and in this day and age, this is the way I see it. In especially in marketing, there's a lot of technology that a lot of people are using, are relying on technology to design, craft, and launch marketing efforts and campaigns. Right. So what I'm trying to think is how can we do things differently when everybody's like doing similar things or doing the same things. For example, do you think that there is an over reliance on technology in marketing? Like everyone's just relying on technology and everyone's doing the same things over and over again? And if so, what are the potential drawbacks in marketing?
Yeah. I don't think there is. I'm going to say to in Brazil, right? But I don't think there is this over reliance that worries me. Something that worries me right now in this all of this technological stuff, AI, it's that people don't know how to use it. This is what worries me the most, because
Hmm.
it's not like get you I can get in chat gpt and ask for something, but I'm not using that correctly. I need, there is an intelligence behind it. You gotta train the algorithm of these machines to work to these machines works correctly for you,
Hmm.
you know, to be assertive. I don't think that technology and this I don't think we get obsessed with this technology. I don't see that in marketing specifically,
Hmm.
because we are still like learning how to use it. But what worries me is that people still don't know how to use it. If you don't know how to use it, you're gonna do that in an incorrect way, you know.
Hmm.
This was the example that I gave about the skincare brand. You know, like I can go and chat GPT and ask for content. Chat GPT will give me 10 ideas, but it's shallow ideas. I need to know how to
Hmm.
use the prompt that will give me the assertive ideas. You know?
Hmm. Right.
This I can tell you that I don't see technology as a bad guy. I really don't see. I see technology as like something that is so helpful, because it will help us to have more time to invest time in things that it's worth to invest, like creating strategies, being
Hmm.
aware about everything that is happening in the world and what is viral and other tasks
Yeah.
like that, because the executional part will be like okay, you know. But that's why I don't think that technology can be like the bad guy or something like that. I just
Okay.
that my worry here is that we need to be concerned that you need to use it. You need to make like to study, to make courses, to know how to use it, because um, and this is something that I worry about, especially in Brazil, because here in Brazil we don't have like this super educational base, even for like basic stuff. You know, when I think about like having this all of this technology and that people need to know how to use it here in Brazil, I think that we need like a planning project, you know, to like train the
Okay.
people to know how to use it. This is
Yeah.
I think this is something to worry about, like the how to use it. 'Cause for me, people always saying that, oh, AI is going to replace human being. I don't think like that. I think that human being will be replaced by other human beings that know how to use the AI, you know. So
So that's what I heard is like master AI before it masters you kind of thing, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
this
Hey,
is the
yeah, Nicole, Nicole, yeah, I'm sorry. I was going to say, we're talking about the humans, right? The human element. So tell me a little bit about your opinion on what are the key factors that still require a human touch in marketing, regardless of technological advancements. What are some of the key elements that still need, hey, this is human, basically human? What is your
yeah.
opinion on that?
I think for now, you know, I can talk like for now or short period in a short technology in a short period. But I think that human beings have this emotional side. We know we can study, we can create this connection with other human beings. We have the emotional side, And this is the gold. When I think this is the gold part, that we can deliver when we are building a marketing strategy.
Hmm.
um, for example, as I said before, we need to be aware of everything around us, because everything around us can be inside. And nowadays, I know that when you go out, you spend more time in your cell phone looking at screens. You gotta
Hmm.
you gotta start to observe people. You gotta look at through the details, because sometimes you can, when you work in a big company or medium company, and you just started, for example, in these companies,
Hmm.
you receive like some slideshow saying like, what is the target of the company, what is the objective of the company, what this target do, and the behavior and all of it. But I think this, it's not that this is wrong, okay, but this is like so freezed, it's so traditional. It's sort of, we are starting to put everyone in the same box,
Hmm.
like, and
What,
people
what
are
do you
different.
what do you mean the same box, Nicolli?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that when we are working in marketing, we do this demographic um niche, like, okay, your target is 20 to 50 years old person, um I don't know, likes to, their interest is like in football, and
Hmm.
to go out on the weekends, and they are in Instagram. I think that when I start to do things like that, like to put everyone in the same box, we start to like create like sort of shallow super things, because human are so individual. You have your thoughts, and I have mine. I have my kind of thinking, and you have yours.
Hmm.
We identify on social media with different stuff. That's why I'm saying that human being can be um, aware of the details. We can like think, we can like create strategies. It's not like machines. We can think, we have this emotional side. I can look to someone and see their behavior, and see their this is their routine. This is something that she likes, but it can be totally different to the other person. Um, we need to start to use these details and this behavioring to like connect with people. you know
Right.
we have
Hmm.
this, it's some kind. You need to be curious enough in marketing to
You have to be
um,
what? I'm sorry.
you need to be curious
Oh,
curious
curious. Okay,
enough, yeah,
got you. Yeah, got
curious
you. Uh-huh.
enough to like to observe people, to
Okay,
know
I see.
people, to understand
Right.
people a little bit better than put everyone in the same box. Because brands sometimes have these ideas of, oh, okay, this is my target, this is a man, this is not wrong, this is not
Hmm.
wrong, but I think that that is a lot of opportunity that can identify. I'm
Right.
going to give you an example. Burger King did. I love advertising from Burger King, and a few months ago, they was communicating a sale for short people. That short people, if they appear in some Burger King, they will have like, they can have like free hamburgers.
Hmm.
And it was super nice because they it got viral, because people started to share, because everyone has like a short friend or a short person in the family, and it got so viral here in Brazil. And it's this I'm talking about, it's the details, that even that they were not talking with the whole public that they have, the whole target that they have. they
Hmm.
they were talking with a specific niche. and that niche get identified,
Right.
so this is the for me, this is the key. Of course you have your target company, of course you can have like that main characters,
Right.
but you gotta also be aware of this small opportunities that get
That's-
into big opportunities if you got viral,
Absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely, yeah. Nicolli, we're coming up on time, and we need to wrap up. Unfortunately, I mean, time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
So let me just really quick, if you can share with the audience one more thing: is what advice would you give to companies that want to maintain authenticity while scaling their marketing efforts with technology? And I'm talking about human authenticity, or however you interpret the term, but authenticity while scaling their marketing efforts with technology. What advice would you give these companies?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's two. One of them is like never stop studying, never stop studying, because especially start to study even more how to use technology and AI. Okay, I think
Hmm.
this is the first one, and the second one, it's like try to when you see you are getting in the comfort zone, try to like force in a good way to go out of this comfort zone, okay, and skip this traditional process that sometimes your company or the company that you work for created. Sometimes we need to break the rules, to
Hmm.
go viral or to test something that is different. And I'm not talking only about like your life inside the company, but even in your personal life. Get
Hmm.
risky in something that is out of your comfortable zone. Say more yes than no. Accept more things than say no, because then you will have more experience more things, because this will give you like insights for you to create more and be more authentic. Knowing people
Right.
will give you power.
Right. Great. Well, Nicole, it's been a pleasure to chat with you today. And for those who are watching, you can reach out to Nicole's company right there at the bottom. It's
Follow
decom.digital.
us.
And yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, if you want to email Nicole, you can find her email also down below in the bottom. So Nicolli Szepilovski at decom.digital. So that being said, and of course, you can also follow decom on Instagram. It's right there on the handle below. So Nicole, it's been a pleasure. I want to really thank you for having been with us on this first episode of People Talks. And and again, well, hopefully we'll see you sometime soon again on the show. And thank you so much for
Thank you
your
so
time
much,
and having.
Carlos. It was super nice. I love that. I love to participate this and join you in this conversation. It was super fun.
Thank you so much, Nicole. And folks, oh, but one quick announcement. Please stay tuned because pretty in about a day or two, we're gonna have this show right here on the PeopleBound website, which is peoplebound.co. I'm sorry, let me correct that because there's an M. There's no M on PeopleBound. It's just co, and then at just sorry about that, folks. Technology is mischievous sometimes. There it is, right? Peoplebound.co/podcast. So keep an eye on that address, save it, bookmark it, and you'll find all the upcoming episodes of People Talks right here on this address. That being said, Nicole, again, thank you so much
Thank
and see you next time.
you.